that I'm getting this question in Harrisburg. You know, to be honest with you, I think we've been pretty fortunate. We don't have a whole lot of issues with the recruiting process. And the reason is we try to be really thorough and we try to be really detailed. The other thing is, we don't ever pressure kids into committing, because I think that's where you run yourself into problems, because maybe they're not completely ready. So typically, when a recruit calls me or is there in person and they say, "Coach, I want to commit," and I say, "Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Make sure you know what you're saying," because to me, commitment means this. You only have two things in life. That's your word and your reputation. So when you tell me you're coming, I'm going to stand up, and we're going to shake hands, and we're going to hug. And at that point, we're engaged. And there's no more dating, and there's no more flirting. And then come signing day, we're going to get married. And once we get married, there's no divorce. You're stuck with me for the next 50 years. We're together. And I mean that. And when I say that, I'm a head coach that's saying, not only am I asking you to be loyal to us, but I'm going to be loyal to you. And you're joining the family. So I also make sure that the high school coach understands that. He's comfortable with it. I make sure the parents are comfortable with that. I go so far as to say, well, what's your favorite NFL team? I say, well, Coach, the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, what if the Philadelphia Eagles are going to draft you right out of high school? What are you going to say? Well, I'm going to say that I'm going to Penn State to get my degree, and I'll be back in 4 years. So I literally go through this with every single kid to make sure that once everybody's comfortable with all that, then we get up and we embrace, and it's awesome, and everybody goes crazy. But that's what we try to do. We just try to be really thorough, we try to be really detailed, we try to make sure everybody's on the same page. But you also have to remember, you're dealing with kids. You know, I think sometimes we forget that, especially in football, when you're dealing with guys that are 6'7", 335 pounds, they're still kids. So sometimes guys make decisions, and then other coaches are in their ear telling them what they want to hear. I don't do that. I tell them the truth. You know, so just stay patient. Just stay patient and stay positive with all these kids, because it's not over until signing day. So let's see how this thing plays out, because you're going to have a hard time convincing me that the kids in this state and the kids in this surrounding area, that they can find a better option